Welcome back. Today I'm standing here with our 2000 Dodge Ram 2500 Cummins V10 turbo diesel Magnum truck that I just put a set of brake rotors, calipers, pads on, along with front brake hoses. The front brake hoses had been rubbing, the pistons in the calipers had froze up, which caused them to destroy everything else. But anyway, that brings me to our quick tech tip. So in my hand here, I have a stick. I have to bleed the brakes on this truck. I am the only person here, and I do not have the fancy pressure bleeding equipment or even a vacuum bleeder or anything that really makes this easy to do by yourself. But I have a stick. Actually, this isn't really a stick. This is a broken axe handle that's been cut off. So it's got a nice, soft, rounded edge. One of the keys to this is you're going to want to have at least one end of the stick not be sharp. The other one should be pretty flat. I didn't measure this one, but somewhere in the 2.5 foot range is where this one's at. And that's probably a pretty good length. But I'll go ahead and show you the easy, cheap way to bleed brakes by yourself. I've already been working on the bleeding process with this one. I'm not quite done yet, so I'm not sure if we're going to get any air out or not. I'm hoping not at this point, but I'll show you how this works. I'm only going to do it once. This method is slow. This takes forever. But if you're by yourself, it does work. So inside the truck here, we've got our brake pedal. We've got the front edge of our driver's seat. Go ahead, what I usually do is I take this stick, put it on top of the brake pedal, push back on the seat a little bit, which sets it into the foam. You may have to adjust the seat forward or backward depending on how your stick fits. This one should be pretty good. So we push down on the brake pedal as hard as we can by hand. Okay. Get our stick firmly rested against our brake pedal. The other end is on the seat itself. So we now have pressure on our brake pedal. That will allow us to go to the outside. Now out here I'm set up with a wrench already on our bleeder screw and a drain pan down below to catch the fluid. All I'm going to do is loosen the bleeder screw and watch for any air to come out. Oh, you see how it spurted there? That means that I've got more to do. So after we get our fluid out front, we have to take this, reposition it, let the brake pedal come back up naturally. If you want, you can pump it a couple times. I usually don't. And then we need to reset our stick. So there we are, we're ready to bleed again. And you just keep repeating that process over and over again. My rule of thumb is that I want to have at least 3 solid streams of fluid with no air come out of each side. Because I'm not getting quite as long of a stroke on this one because I'm using that stick, I will go ahead and try to get 4 out of each side of this. You just saw some air come out. I'm not going to keep bringing the camera back and forth because this just takes way too long. It takes a long time as it is. To be moving the camera in and out as I do it makes it even longer. But this is a method you can use to bleed brakes by yourself, and it really doesn't cost anything as long as you can find a solid stick. Like a 2x2 works pretty well. You might have to round off the sides a little bit, whatever. You get the idea. You just have to keep doing this. It literally takes forever. I would much rather have a second person here to pump the brake pedal for me, but I don't have that right now. Hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. If you're wondering why I called it what I did earlier in the video, Cummins under the hood, V10 on the door.